Hello, and welcome to the World We Live In podcast. I'm your host, Eric Patterson. Alongside me is my sister, Erin. Join us as we explore the amazing, mysterious aspects of our planet's cultures, history, and future trends. If I was a perfectionist, I would go and redo the intro. Yeah, go and redo the intro, but we're good. We're good.
Clearly, that's not what this is.
Yeah, perfectionism is not our, at least not on the podcast. It's not what we're looking for.
Yeah.
But breaking news, there is a submarine that just went missing looking for the Titanic. Well, not looking for the Titanic.
Going to see it.
Yeah, going to see the Titanic. A little mini sub. Mm-hmm. Just, I mean, from everything I've read, just, like, vanished. Like, it just didn't come back up. So, yikes.
Yeah, that's terrifying. I was, just before we started this, I searched just the news story or whatever.
Yeah.
But this is from BBC, but it gives like a picture of it in the water. And like, it's just, you're asking for it at this point. When you go into something like this, like, it would be a miracle if I feel like if you didn't have something happen. But yeah, it's 22 feet in length. It can hold 5 people for up to 96 hours, and it can go to a depth of just over 13,000 feet. And I guess the Titanic sits at 12.5. So.
Oof, wow.
But she gone, so we'll see if it comes up.
That's, you hear me pause. It just gives me anxiety. It gives me anxiety thinking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if it's actually broken.
Right.
I mean.
What are you going to do?
You're fucked.
Yeah.
You're fucked. Like, you're going to run out of oxygen.
Right.
Oof. Wow.
So scary.
Really is scary. The ocean is just such a wild card.
Yeah. It literally gives me the same feeling as space. Like, when we talk about them.
I know. It's so comparable.
I'm equally terrified.
I mean, like, NASA trains. They have a model of the spaceship in like a deep, like super deep pool.
Oh.
Because of the pressure.
Yeah.
And so the astronauts train underwater.
Right.
So, I mean, to a certain extent, they are comparable. Yeah, which is wild.
I saw this video. It was obviously like an animation, but it was saying like, because in this article, one of the people who we were just talking about before we started, but I guess he's some British millionaire, but he, I guess, has done a ton of like wild things like this. And
this is the guy that was on it?
Yeah. His name's Hamish Harding.
Okay.
Or I don't know how you say it. But he has gone to the deepest part of the ocean. I guess that we physically can go to. I don't know.
The Marianas Trench?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it reminded me of this like animation I saw on it. Like, put into perspective like how deep the ocean really is. But I wish I remembered where I saw it. It was like really informative because like I don't have any like grasp on that.
Oh, is it like that chart thing? It's like...
It was like a chart, but it was like it kept going down.
Yes,
it's
I know.
Super cool.
It is. It shows you how deep it actually is. Yeah.
Yeah, so...
Or like in the zone, like after the ocean... The zone in the ocean where light can't penetrate.
Yes, yeah. I think that was... Oh, it was so cool. And so this guy's gone to the Mariana Trench. How deep it is a little over 36,000 feet, right?
Wow.
So like I'm saying, you do that, quit. Like,
I mean, you do 36,000. 13 is like nothing.
Well, right.
Yeah.
So you're probably, but it's just like you have peaked.
Yes.
Like,
I mean, you can't go any deeper.
No.
Yeah.
Like, just stop. But I do hope I mean, that's terrifying. But that's also kind of reminds me of like when like the planes go missing. Mm-hmm. It's like you're just like, where the fuck did it go? Like,
did you watch the
Malaysian one?
Yeah, the Malaysian.
I did.
What was the conclusion they came to? Because I didn't watch it.
There was like a few, I don't know, maybe like 3 like theories of what could have happened.
Yeah.
One was that it was like something supernatural.
Okay.
But I feel like they didn't give it enough like credit that could actually be what happened because, of course.
Yeah, naturally.
Yeah. And then it was that, like, something about, like, the U.S. and China, and, like, they took it out of the air.
That's the one I've heard. It was that they were transporting some
material that, yeah, it was something like that.
Or the other crazy one is there were, like, 6 or 7 inventors of some, I don't remember, it was some like brand new technology. But man, I've seen a thread about it. But
was it that they were trying to get rid of those people?
Yeah, they were trying to get rid of them, but it was like some way legally that they had the patent. These guys had the patent. If they all died, the patent would transfer over to like, it was like J.P. Morgan Chase, something like that, or like somebody got it because they were financially bad. I don't know. It was something like that.
Man. Well, listen. Ever since I watched that, I just flew to Kansas City. It was an hour-long flight, and I was like, what if we die? What if we disappear in midair? Like, pretty sure no one on that flight was really that important, so I think we were fine, but...
It's true.
I always think of it's, like, so freaky. Also, like, shout out Southwest giving me a boarding. Don't know how, because I don't really ever fly.
That happens to me. It's random.
And
it's random.
This girl I was with, like, through work, she was like, where are you? This was flying home.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, whatever, and she's like... she was like, I'm so happy for you, but, like, I don't understand why I don't get A. Because I have a Southwest credit card, and, like, I still never get A. I'm like, listen, I have no idea. I'd be pissed, too, but I was sitting so close to the front that you can, like, look into the cockpit, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And, like, that shit needs to be updated. Because it literally...
Yes. You're right.
I'm like... There are at least 2,000 buttons up there, and they look like they're from, like, they might have been on the Titanic. Like, that's how old it looks.
They're just, like, all switches.
Yeah, I'm like, what?
I know.
What if you hit one that you're not supposed to? Like...
Well, I think the good thing is they don't have to.
Yeah.
They just hit the same buttons all the time. You know? It's like, go up. Oh, okay.
And it's like, it's just like a lever.
Yeah, it's just a...
I'm like, that little thing controls this plane. Like, it just is so wild to me.
I think they pull up to, I don't know. But yeah.
And, like, you know, I guess they say, like, landing and taking off are the, like, most dangerous parts of the flight.
Yeah. That's true.
And, like, they just need to learn how to land those things more gently, too. Which I don't know, like, how, but...
Those Southwest landings are so rough.
They just literally, like, we were coming in so hot. I was like... No, thank you. Like, I literally think I pulled a muscle in my neck because he landed so hard. Like, it was ridiculous.
I grip my seat and close my eyes.
Or you, like, hold the seat in front of you.
Yeah. You're like, fuck.
I'm like, please, God.
Yeah, seriously.
Yep. Just praying.
It's all. I think all of the planes suck.
It's bad.
I mean, there's really, like, not a good, unless you pay an exorbitant amount.
Right.
Like,
the best place I found on a plane is Delta First Class.
Delta does it right, I think. Yeah.
And I obviously did not pay for it.
Yeah.
But it was the nicest experience on a plane.
Yeah, I agree. I think Delta's the Southwest is the bottom. It's the bottom.
Yeah, and, like, literally, it was almost like $800 a flight, an hour one way and an hour back. And you're just like...
I know. It's crazy.
Literally, I could have drove 10 hours and spent a third of that on gas.
Yeah.
Literally.
Put the trains in, honestly.
Build
Elon Musk,
the trains.
Yeah, Elon Musk needs to stop doing this SpaceX shit and just build train tracks.
Like, do something that helps a normal person.
Yeah. Build train tracks connecting American cities. I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
You could connect Chicago all the way down to Atlanta. That would be... Can you imagine? You go up and back in, I don't know, probably 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah.
And that's like an 8-9 hour drive. Probably more than that.
If you're coming from Atlanta, yeah.
No traffic with trains.
Right.
You don't stop. I mean, you stop to pick up people, but
Yeah.
drop people off. But
And you're probably hauling ass too.
oh yeah, I mean when I was in England, those trains are going over 100 miles an hour.
Right.
Have to be.
Yeah.
Otherwise, there's no incentive to, you know.
I'm here for it.
I am too. I mean, this leads us into our topic, but I am moving to Florida. We're
Yep.
currently in Tennessee. But yeah, I'm moving to Florida here in a few weeks, and they just built a train thing from Orlando to Miami.
Yep. So we got to go to Miami.
I mean, we gotta go. Yeah, I think it's 5 or 6 trips. The first one leaves at 5:30, gets into Miami at 8.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean that's like
Wow.
That's perfect. You don't have to. Everybody knows driving takes so much focus. Like,
Yeah.
you have to focus super hard.
Yep. It's exhausting.
It's exhausting. Yeah, and like obviously you have to have roads. You know,
Right.
Shipping, trucking, all that have to have it.
Escape routes.
Yeah, exactly. But like, yeah, Wi-Fi on the train. You can
Yeah.
you can work. You can hang out.
Okay, speak one more thing
It's
about
affordable.
trains before we actually talk about things in Florida.
Yeah.
But I saw this super vintage train car this weekend. It was lit. I'm like, listen, I would be getting hammered in this thing.
Yeah.
Like, they are so nice.
They're so nice. I know.
And it's like you're in, like, in that period of time, like, it's just so, like, it just looks like Renaissance age, and, like, it's just
Yep.
so nice. Like, that ugly-ass green carpet, but, like, works on the train.
But it works on yeah.
And it's just, like, big light fixtures. Like,
Yeah.
it was super cool.
I know. I think there's some that people have turned into like Airbnbs.
Yeah.
You can like sleep on. Because I mean, those train cars are huge,
They are.
especially the old, big, transport ones.
And, like, walking into it, like, looking at it from the outside, you think there's no, like, headroom.
Yeah.
But they're super tall.
Pretty tall.
So,
Yeah.
it was cool.
10, 12 feet probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm about it. I want to ride a train. I actually
Yeah.
saw this girl I knew from college, and she's in Europe somewhere, but she was
Yeah.
like riding a train through the mountains.
Uh-huh.
And I was just like,
Yeah, I
that
know.
is just the vibe.
It is. Yeah, it is.
And like, you don't even you just sit there and enjoy it.
That's the thing.
It's
Yeah.
so pretty. Like,
I know.
Not that the U.S. would be that like visually appealing, but like still, it's cool.
Still. Yeah. Yeah. I think it's gonna catch on.
I do too.
There's too many people in the U.S.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not too many people. It would be easier. Like, I think people will start to see the benefit.
Yeah.
And maybe, I don't know.
And it's just like not something we've like grown up with or like been raised with. So I think it'll take like some getting on board with. No pun intended.
Yeah.
But
All aboard. Yeah.
yep.
I mean, and like, we have them in the big cities. That's the thing.
Right.
Like, New York, Chicago, they don't function. D.C. doesn't function without a train system.
Yeah.
It would be impossible.
Yeah. It is crazy that some cities do.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, right? And then some cities don't, like L.A. Nothing.
Does not function well.
Jeez. Yeah. But there are actually, there are Amtrak routes, like sleeper train Amtrak routes that you can take across the U.S.
Right.
Now, they're not fast, but I think
I think you might have sent me something of a lady that was taking a trip.
Yeah, there's been like some people that
They, like, do it and
influencer-
yeah. But they take like a while.
Yeah, it's like a 2 or 3 day trip.
Yeah.
Like, I think there's one from Chicago to one of those West Coast cities, San Francisco,
Yeah.
Seattle, something like that.
Yep.
It takes like 2 days.
Yeah.
2-3 days. So
Well,
Yeah.
maybe one day.
maybe one day. Okay. Well, since I'm moving to Florida, we are gonna go into some. And I don't think we've actually ever talked about Florida
I
cryptids.
don't think so.
Yeah. But we're gonna talk about some Florida cryptids, and
And yes, they are as wild as you think.
they are wild. And Florida Man is one of those. Because we all know
Yes.
that even though Florida does have some very large cities, a lot of Florida is very backwoods.
Yeah.
Everglades, it's like any U.S. state. There's a lot of land. So
And flat.
a lot of land, and it is flat. A lot of swampiness as well. So let's just switch off.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
So the first one here is the skunk ape. This is probably the most popular, at least for me. There's maybe one other. But the skunk ape is an elusive cryptid in Florida with... it's pretty much synonymous with Bigfoot. It's just a bit smaller. So, yeah, it's basically Florida's Bigfoot. Rumors of this animal have been circulating ever since intense debate among cryptid enthusiast circles about its true nature and origin. It's typically described as a large bipedal hominid, standing around 7 feet tall. The skunk ape is said to live in damp, wooded areas such as swamps and bogs. Occasionally passes through backyards and rural spaces. So, very similar to Bigfoot. Yep. It has become a part of folklore in Florida, and many eye-catching photographs are said to be taken of it. Similar to Bigfoot again, yet none of it has been totally confirmed of a legitimate existence. While there's no concrete proof that it actually exists, the intrigue surrounding its existence makes skunk ape one of America's most beloved stranger sightings. So, yeah, I mean, sightings of these, it's just... Think of like a big chimp is what it is.
That's literally terrifying.
Yeah.
I do not like apes or anything of that nature.
Dude, we went to St. Louis Zoo, I guess about a year ago, and they had a gorilla exhibit. Dude, those things are huge. They're so big.
Yeah.
I mean, they could destroy any human. Any human.
I don't like them.
I don't either.
It's just like they're like the Walmart version of a human.
Yeah.
Like everything is like the same.
Yeah.
But it's like not.
Yeah.
It's
like
freaky.
It works, but it's like not.
I hate it.
Yeah, it's not.
I don't ever want to see one in person.
It is weird because their mannerisms are human.
Yeah.
The only thing that's not is their brain.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the whole Planet of the Apes basis.
Right.
Is they become like smart.
Smart, yeah.
Yeah, or smarter.
Which is the problem.
Yeah, and they're definitely stronger than
they're shredded.
100% of the humans. Yeah, they're jacked.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
It's creepy. The St. Louis Zoo is like legit.
The St. Louis Zoo is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Their big cat enclosures, unbelievable.
Well, my friend Megan has told me about it,
Yeah.
who lives in St. Louis. Shout out Megan. But yeah, I love a zoo, but I'm going to skip right by anything that's ape or gorilla. Gone. So, all right. I don't know. Do they have birds in zoos?
Some.
Okay. Well, this one is the ivory-billed woodpecker. And the ivory-billed woodpecker has the dubious honor of being one of the most notorious cryptids in the world, although it is classified as critically endangered. Some experts who have dedicated their lives to uncovering rare and mythical creatures maintain that this bird still exists and can be found in remote parts of North America. Sightings are mostly confined to Louisiana and Arkansas, but there have been claims of sightings in other states as well. While much debate won't be settled until there's actually a photograph, every year more and more people keep searching for this bird, or cryptid bird, and they hope they can find some proof.
Well, I mean, they still find, like...
New shit all the time.
It's like the, It's like the thylacine, I don't know if there's another. The thylacine is like it's the Tasmanian tiger. It's got the really big jaws.
Okay.
There's an old video of one,
Uh-huh.
but they haven't been seen in I think like 120 years or something.
Jeez.
Yeah, I think they lived on Madagascar, if I remember correctly.
Sounds right.
Yeah, but it's like a dog, but its jaws
Okay.
Its jaws are huge. I mean, you know how a dog's mouth can only extend like a certain...
Right.
This thing goes
Like the range of motion.
Yeah, this thing goes like twice the range of motion. Its jaws extend like...
What's it called?
Thylacine.
Sounds like a drug.
This sounds similar.
Oh, here we go.
Obviously not as intense.
Oh, wow.
But yeah.
Okay.
This ivory-billed woodpecker is incredible, though. It's like
I know.
it's like incredible.
Coloring.
Yeah, incredible coloring.
It's a big.
Yeah, it looks
bill.
big. Yeah. Yeah, not all cryptids have to be mysterious.
It's true.
Yeah. But this next one is. This next one is the Florida Goatman.
I love it.
Love it. Florida residents have long been mystified by reports of strange creature sightings, particularly the Goatman, who resides in the woods near Apopka. Reports of sightings date back to the 1950s, but spiked significantly in the mid-90s. Witnesses who have encountered the Goatman describe him as a muscular humanoid creature with goat-like features and cloven hooves. Though many skeptics remain unconvinced, believers insist that this is more than just a legend. From time to time, goats are even discovered without any clear signs of what might have caused their demise, leading many to conclude that there must be some truth behind these local myths. Still others hope to further scientific evidence to explain what could really be lurking in Florida's forests. Yeah, the Goatman's a weird one. There's a few areas around the U.S. where the Goatman has been said. I think Louisville is one. Florida's one. But if you're the Goatman, why would you be killing goats? That's the weird. Like, why would you be killing your own?
I know.
That's a weird one for me.
Maybe he needs like other goat's blood or something.
Yeah, it needs goat's blood. I don't know.
I mean, that's pretty terrifying.
Pretty terrifying. Also, like, kind of like satanic.
Oh yeah, this one. 2015. Goatman stories take over the internet. Was
Good.
mythical creature reported in North Carolina?
Oh.
It says the first reported sighting was in 1957 in Maryland.
Maryland, okay.
Yeah. Okay, this is good shit. The legend has it that Goatman came from a DNA experiment done by the nearby U.S. agricultural facility.
Yes.
By a man named Stephen Fletcher, who mixed the DNA of his assistant with that of a goat.
Yes.
And then others say it is purely a production of the devil.
Yeah, that is the other thing, because the pictures or paintings of, like, the devil are with goat.
Yeah.
Cloven hooves.
And you were right that it's said to... Hotspots are said to be Kentucky, Texas, and Wisconsin.
Interesting.
Yeah, but apparently in 2015 it was trending on the internet, so...
Yeah, the Goatman has his time. The Goatman has his time.
That is 15 seconds.
Yes, indeed. I just did a quick search, and you mentioned Stephen Fletcher.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It says the year was 1970. A researcher at Beltsville Agricultural Research Center was doing experiments on goats when something went awry, turning him into a hideous creature with the upper body of a goat. That, at least, is one of the theories of the origin of Goatman. Is the origin of the Goatman of Prince George's County, a legendary monster that has attracted international attention over the years. I wonder if Goatman knows how popular he is.
Right.
That's the interesting question to me.
I also just don't think that's how it would, like, manifest itself if you mixed DNA.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think it... You know...
It wouldn't be that even.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that was probably a success if it was that even.
Yeah, he's probably very happy about what happened.
Yeah.
You know, if it 50-50 split upper to lower body, I mean, that seems really good.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
that's great.
That's like the centaur. Half man, half horse.
Yep.
Half of the body's a horse, half the body's a man.
I don't know, though. Some of these, like, I don't know, made up pictures of the Goatman.
It says, one key moment came in October 27, 1971, when the Bowie-based Princess George's County News published an article about the University of Maryland Folklore Archives, which mentioned the Goatman and other legends. 2 weeks later, the same reporter published a follow-up. Residents fear Goatman lives. Dog found decapitated in Old Bowie. About a family that believed the Goatman was responsible for the death of their puppy. Other versions hold that he is a Bigfoot-like creature, an evil spirit from Native American beliefs, an angry goat herder out for revenge on the teenagers who killed his beloved goats. That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you can watch the documentary Legend of the Goatman.
Yeah.
On Amazon for $2.
I know what I'm doing tonight.
Yeah, I'm like sold.
$2 on Amazon? Yeah. Count me in.
Yeah, so
Cool.
love that one.
Goatman lives for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, you got the next one.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the muck monster. So local residents describe this creature as being a combo of an alien and an alligator, standing over 20 feet tall and covered in dark-colored muck. Legend claims that it lurks in the swampy depths of Lake Okeechobee, living alongside its alligator brethren, but never seen by human eyes. So I guess people in search parties have tried to look in this lake for this thing, but nothing's ever been found, aside from the occasional disappearance of a fisherman or another. As cryptid researchers, they can only guess at what secrets lurk beneath the murky depths. But I think alligators are aliens, so like...
I mean, they basically are.
They're terrifying.
They've been here for millions of years.
Yeah.
Millions of years, and yeah, they just, I mean, have you seen the videos of the alligators where the water freezes and they have their snouts out of the water and they're still breathing? I think their heart rate goes down to like 8 beats a minute or something crazy like that.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Ice. Wow, that's really funny. Alligator ice.
Yeah.
That's what I was typing, and it's like a snow cone thing.
Oh, nice.
So that's fire. Not what I'm looking for, but
a xenom. Wow. Yeah, that sounds terrifying. Have you seen Alien, the movie? Because the xenomorph is terrifying, and an alligator, that would be standing over 20 feet tall. Good Lord.
No, I have not seen it.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
I didn't understand it was saying from the movie Alien.
Yeah, from the movie Alien.
Let's see.
I mean, the xenomorph is an alien, so.
Oh, God. Yeah. It's terrifying.
Okeechobee, good job pronouncing it, though.
Right?
Yeah. I think that's like one of the biggest lakes in Florida.
Also, you guys have to Google, like, alligator nose out of ice, because it is so silly.
It looks goofy. Yeah. But their snout is, like, just out of the...
I wonder if if their snout is not... Or is it just so they can breathe?
So they can breathe, yeah. Because alligators, they have to come out of the water.
They're normally, like, half in, half out.
Yeah, because they're reptiles. They're not...
Fuck that.
They're not fish. I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
They don't have gills. They have lungs.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Wow.
Also, I think it's a good time to mention Swamp People on History Channel.
I think it was History Channel.
One of the most legendary shows that no one talks about.
Yep.
That show was, I mean, the people... Now, it's not... I think one of them was in Florida. A lot of them were in, like, Louisiana.
Oh, yeah.
So they were in the swamp. But, wow. What a show. What a show.
Yeah. I wonder what people from there think.
I don't think they give a fuck.
I wonder if that's really how people are.
Yeah. Well, I think it is.
Yeah.
I really do. I mean, I'm sure there's exaggerations because it's a TV show, but like Theo, have you ever listened to Theo Vaughn talk about where he grew up? He grew up in like southern Louisiana.
Oh, okay.
And from his stories, Sounds pretty on par.
Yeah,
pretty on par. Okay, so this next one is Florida Man. This is kind of a joke, but I'm sure people have seen the articles. Florida Man this, Florida Man that. Florida Man's found on side of a road with whatever, drunk with a cuddling a skunk or something like that.
Yeah,
some crazy shit. But yeah, it's turned into like a worldwide phenomenon. And
they
like
say
a
to
meme.
Google like Florida Man and your birthday.
Yeah.
And then see what comes up.
Yeah, exactly. So
we'll do the next one.
Yeah. This is the lake monster of Edgewater, Florida. So the lake monster of Edgewater, Florida has been around for many years, reportedly seen by locals regularly. Not sure what regularly is, but sightings have described the creature as a large serpent-like beast that has brown skin and glowing yellow eyes. The earliest reports of this cryptid date back to the mid-1800s when it was referred to as the water snake. There are some rumors that suggest it's even older than that. One thing is certain, it has piqued the interest of many onlookers over the years. It's worth noting that sightings of this creature have increased in frequency over the past few decades, leading some to believe it's actually real. Whether or not that is true remains to be seen, but many are keeping an eye out just in case. So, if it's a snake, it's probably just a fucking large python.
Yeah.
We all know that...
this is believable.
This is very believable. We all know that snakes and shit have been smuggled into Florida from God knows where.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not uncommon to see in the Everglades just massive snakes.
Right.
Pythons, just giant things.
Yeah.
So that's I fully believe that 100%.
Yeah, I do too. Anything could be mistaken for like anything really.
Yeah.
All right. Next is the Florida chupacabra in the house. So this is one that has a lot of different descriptions seen by people, but it is reported to have 4 legs, green skin, fangs, and red eyes. Reports of this cryptid began to circulate in about 2005 when it was seen near Lake, same one, Okeechobee. Mm-hmm. Many claim that these sightings are hoaxes, while others argue that something is actually there. And yeah, I don't know. It's like the others. Like, could be something.
Yeah, I mean,
could be some weird creature in there.
I mean, the chupacabra is also native to Mexico,
right?
So, I mean, some cryptids are tough sometimes because you're like, it literally could just be someone seeing something in the middle of the night and then the story generates. So some of these are tough. I mean, the chupacabra, people claim chupacabras in Mexico all the time. So, so I want to mention one that's not on this list, but it's the wampus cat. Have you heard of the wampus cat?
Yeah. I have.
So this wampus cat is a creature that features in Appalachia and the southern area of the U.S. It's been a part of Native American history, throughout the years. It's even a mascot for several high schools. Mm-hmm. The term wampus cat has even wormed its way into American colloquialism, with the American Dialect Society defining it as an undefined imaginary animal that uses loud noises at night.
Okay.
Says the wampus cat characteristics change region by region, but generally it's a cat-like creature that terrorizes communities. Some say it's half cat, half dog. I think that's a show on Nickelodeon or Cat
what
Dog.
Is?
Cat Dog. Yeah. Non-native cultures say it has yellow eyes. One thing people agree on is that the wampus cat roams around just after dark, which that's not anything new. A lot of cats are nocturnal.
Yep.
The origins of this creature, though, are interesting. The myth originated with the Cherokee tribe, according to one source, and figures in 2 different stories. Both involve a creature called the Iwa. Some say it's original. Some say that's the original name of the wampus cat. But the Ewok was believed to be a Cherokee woman with trust issues. She would, yeah, I know, isn't that all of us?
Yeah.
She would put on a fur coat made of mountain lion and roam the forest, spying on her husband. Mm-hmm. Due to her lack of stealth, she was found and punished by a medicine man who forced her to wear the coat forever.
Yep.
So she's the Wampus Cat. She was transformed. The other famous tale of the Wampus Cat tells of a devoted wife named Running Deer. Running Deer's husband, Standing Bear, was driven insane by Ewok, who had terrorized their village. Running Deer wanted revenge, so she went to the shamans, who gave her a mask with a bobcat's face. To defeat Ewok, Running Deer must surprise the evil spirit. It took days, but she finally saw Ewok, and Ewok was so scared by Running Deer's mask that its magic madness powers turned on itself. Legend claims Running Deer's spirit now inhabits the Wampus Cat, so it can continue to protect its village.
Wow.
Some good folklore there.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Wampus Cat. In this picture, it has 6 legs.
Yeah.
So.
I know.
And this is a mascot at a high school.
I mean.
It sounds good to me. I think more high schools should do mythical creatures.
I do too.
I'm tired of.
It just takes away it's fine.
I'm tired of the Bobcats. I'm tired of the Spartans. I'm tired of the Trojans.
It's like Leesville Wampus Cats.
Yeah, do something creative.
Funny.
Like, I don't know. Uh-huh. Just boring.
I agree. And you can make them fun and cool, yeah.
You can make them fun. No one cares.
This one's cute. You wary Wampus Cats. Great.
Yeah.
Wow. Any more on the Wampus?
No, that's it on the Wampus.
Okay. Well, I guess this is the last one on our list.
Yeah.
Unless you have any more after, but...
No, I'm good.
All right, so this is the Florida bear cat, staying on that theme. It is said to have a black and white striped coat with long claws and fierce yellow eyes. They've been seen since the 80s and have been steadily increasing ever since. Many people believe that there's more than one, and they're all in different areas with no clear pattern. But that I do believe. I bet there's some type of big cat.
There has to be.
Again, they're transporting shit in there all the time.
I mean, that's partly why I truly believe their Bigfoot is a physical creature. Because there's too much land that people don't inhabit.
Yeah.
There has to be something living.
Yep.
That we don't know about.
Yep.
So yeah, that's pretty much it. As weird as Florida is, the cryptids aren't too strange.
No,
not too strange.
It's more the real things.
Seems like it. I mean, more the giant snakes and alligators.
Yeah.
It kind of seems to me that the more boring the location, the stranger the cryptids are.
Yep.
I don't know, Scotland. Scotland's beautiful, but it's just mountains and lakes.
Yeah.
And you got Loch Ness, which is pretty. I mean, a giant snake-like thing living in Loch Ness. And then if you think about the story of Aleister Crowley supposedly summoning, doing some ritual, and this thing gets summoned and pops up in Loch Ness.
Yeah.
I just think the more boring the location, the crazier the cryptid. But in Florida, it's all real.
Yeah. Well, I think a way we can take this one home. I Googled your birthday in Florida Man.
Oh, sick.
Have you done this?
I haven't done this yet.
Because this is a great one and honestly way better than I expected.
Yeah.
Because I don't think mine's that good.
Okay.
Because I think I've done it before, but
yeah.
It says meth smoking Florida man attacks mattress in jealous rage. So, and if you just this was the article, but on the Google page, it says that he uses a bedpost to attack the mattress.
Okay.
But, yeah, it says the Okaloosa County Sheriff's Office quotes the girlfriend of 37-year-old Felipe Oquendo as saying that he began attacking erratically early Friday. The girlfriend told deputies that he thought she was cheating on him with a man he thought he saw in the mattress at their Fort Walton Beach home.
Wow.
She said Oquendo hit the mattress with a bedpost, ripped it apart, and locked the bedroom door. She was able to escape and call police. And the man later admitted that he was smoking meth.
Well, you know, I won't say that is the reason why he attacked the mattress, but I'm going to say that's
Probably.
why.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, yeah, meth, you don't want to mess around with meth.
No.
Don't do meth.
No.
That's iconic, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He used the bedpost to attack the mat. Like,
How did he get the... Was it, like, loose, or did he, like, rip the bedpost off?
that's what I don't know.
I mean,
it could just be lying around.
It could... I mean, yeah, in Florida, you know, they could have just had a... Yeah, they could have just had a detached bedpost.
Right.
I will say the Germans in World War II used meth to give to their soldiers so that they would fight for, like, 72 hours.
I
Yeah,
mean...
'cause you get this crazy meth-infused...
Like rage.
Yeah, and you could just go for, like, hours.
Yep.
So...
Ugh.
He could have ripped it off.
He could have, yeah.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. Well, yeah, that's all we got. We will continue to do the podcast, although it will take on a different form over Zoom.
Yep.
And yeah,
Crazy.
keep it as usual.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, crazy. I will say I've known the move was coming for like 6 months, but like having it happen in like 3 weeks is just kind of like,
I know.
it just kind of happens, and you're like, oh fuck.
Yeah. When I was driving over here, I'm like, wow. Like, it's so soon.
Yeah, it's soon.
Because since we have known about it for a while.
Uh-huh.
It's weird when it's all of a sudden here.
Yeah, it happens. So, but it should be a new adventure. I'm excited.
Yep.
Definitely not looking to be in Florida the rest of my life.
Right.
But, you know, it should be fun.
Yeah.
Orlando's actually a really cool city.
Yeah.
It's one of those cities you don't like... Well, you think of Disney World, obviously. That's claim to fame.
But that's all you think about.
That's all you think about. But once you, like, actually, like, start... Obviously, because I'm living there, you know, you have to, like, find things to do.
Yep.
There's actually some pretty cool... It's a pretty cool town. So,
Yeah.
yeah, stay tuned for the new adventure, and we'll still be with you.
Yep. Always.
Always. Okay, you can find us on Twitter at World We Live Pod. You can find us on Facebook at World We Live in Podcast. You can find us on Instagram at World We Live in Podcast. And follow us and listen on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. That's it.
Yep.
Okay. Take it easy. Enjoy your summer, and we'll talk to you next time.